Hey guys, it's Ben here, and for this video we'll be going over how can I restrict calories without being hungry. So, one of the reasons that losing weight is so hard is because when we're restricting calories, we tend to get so hungry that we start to binge, right? We cave into the foods that we're not supposed to eat when we're losing weight. Um, so I want to go over what has helped me because I believe I found my secret, right? Like, there's no secrets, obviously, but there are tricks that help us individually. So, what works for me might not work for you, but I'm pretty sure that my things are going to help you because I think they're pretty amazing. So, the first thing that you might want to consider is eat low calorie foods that are high in volume. So, for example, I have been able to make my own recipes of like chocolate cakes, banana cakes, ice creams, lasagnas. It doesn't really matter, like even pizza, right? I've been able to make these foods that are very voluminous but very low in calories as well. Um, and that way, for example, if you eat a pizza, normally it's like what, 1500 calories or more, whereas if I make a big pizza, and it's big, trust me, it's like 600 calories. So when you eat one pizza, I can eat like maybe two and a half pizzas of my own recipe, and definitely that helps me to keep full. And if you even if you increase protein as your elements on your pizza, there's the element of the thermic effect of food, right? So if you eat a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, 20 to 30% of these calories are burned off in the process of absorbing them, okay? That helps a lot as well. Another thing you can do is drink more water because it stretches out your stomach so it makes you feel full, okay? It's like, it's to a certain extent, right? I have been going through periods where I would be drinking so much water. It was like it was effective, but I had to pee. I had to pee like all the time, so for me it was not worth it. You don't have to drink water. You can also drink zero-calorie drinks such as diet sodas. I'm a big fan of drinking diet soda because first of all, I crave soda a lot, and for me, diet soda really does the trick. So I don't need to, get another extra 400 to 500 calories from drinking soda because I think that's stupid. You should never drink your calories. It's too easy, and you would much rather eat those calories when you're hungry. Trust me. Another thing you can do is exercise more. Have you ever noticed, like, when you're out exercising, you're not as hungry? Like, when I'm going for a walk, a power walk for like an hour, I'm never hungry. Like, I'm not craving food at this specific time. So if you're like really hungry, try to go for a run, try to go for a walk. It doesn't matter, just as long as you're out moving, burning off some extra calories. You won't be thinking of food, so that's really effective as well. And remember to get good sleep. Studies have shown that if you don't get enough sleep, you tend to be more hungry, okay? And also, when you're sleeping, there's like zero chance of you eating, right? Unless you have this, like, there's a disease where you you're sleepwalking and eating, but I mean, that's like so rare, right? So when you're sleeping, you can't eat. So make sure you get like those good hours of sleep. Another thing is, when you're losing weight, the thing is, we are forcing our bodies to have, like, we're giving it less energy than it requires, right? So it taps into our fat storages in order to, because it needs the energy. Therefore, like, you can't avoid some slight discomfort. Like, you just have to, when you're dieting and losing weight, you can't be like, you can be full all the time, sort of, but you're going to experience hunger. It might not be as severe if you're following some of my tricks where you eat low calorie foods that are very voluminous. But I mean, even me, I get hungry too, especially at night. So you just have to also have a bit of willpower in order to get through this. But overall, these things should really help you out. My biggest tip is definitely the low calorie, high volume foods. You really need to check this out. Like, I will make some videos in the future where I show my exact recipes. But for now, you can just go to Google and find low calorie foods that are very voluminous. I would recommend that you go check out protein ice cream, where you will need preferably a food processor. You could probably use a blender as well, But the thing is, when you have a food processor, let's say, it's this big, right? It's this tall. If you just fill it with this amount of liquid, some protein powder, for example, and some other powders, it could be pudding powder. It doesn't really matter. I've found. The thing is, when you start to blend this and put in ice cubes, it just it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like once you have let that bastard run for like 10 minutes, this thing is huge. Like in my opinion, in my experience, it gets really huge. So I get extremely full from this, and it tastes good if you put in some sweetener, because sweeteners have 0 calories, right? If you choose the right ones. And it will taste good as well if you put in some cocoa powder, some banana, you can put in strawberries, blueberries. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you like it, and you'll be very full from this. Thank you.